Guys, you know what's lacking in my life?
What happened?
The one.
The one.
I'm looking for it. We're all kind of looking for it in this show. I don't know if that explains why we're all cast together. But we're all, which brings us to the big deal! By the way, I've been watching the show, and our show. Our segues into the big deal are the clumsiest, most unrhythmic. Like I remembered it, and then it's us. It's the zoo. It's a little, uncoordinated sometimes, but that's the magic.
So then.
The one.
The one.
Everyone here is looking for the one.
One is the loneliest number.
Looking for, I'm not sure. Because, no, seriously. I do believe if it's the one, you don't really have to look for it. It's just gonna come.
How many of the ones have you had?
None so far. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I already met him. I'm not sure.
Look.
About to discover.
Look at your prospect. Oh, I used to prospect.
I don't know, but you never know. I mean, that's the thing with the one. You don't know until you know, but then clearly I haven't met him. Otherwise, I probably would have a family with him.
But millennials today and Generation X and baby boomers.
But maybe I already know him and I don't know that he's the one yet.
Oh, that's what you mean.
So.
Maybe they're sitting right next to you, Vivian.
Dennis, I thought you were gay.
Wait, what's going on here?
But hey, do you think that our generation has an issue with the one? I mean, our parents get divorced half the time and we're not faring any better.
Well, but I think that's a problem with society because we are used now to do everything quick. Everything's next. Oh, it doesn't work out. You don't fix things that are broken anymore. You just go on to the next thing. So that's, I think, a cultural thing when it comes to divorce and stuff. Me, I'm coming from divorced parents. And trust me, that's the one thing that I really hope I don't get into. Like, I would do, when the time comes, if the one appears, everything in my power to, keep a family or, a marriage together.
So
if there's commitment involved.
You'd rather hold off to not get married and divorced than have had, than have a marriage and experience that.
I'd rather never get married than getting married and then be divorced 2 years after because I married the wrong person.
Wow.
I feel you on that
I'd
one.
rather do that.
And I'm weary of,
more of the reason why I'm single right now.
Of going through a failed marriage, but I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, I can't wait for the one. I better look for him or it's gonna turn into zero. So I'm like, I gotta maybe put a little bit more effort into going now, trying Tinder, Grindr, whatever it is. If you're out there, I am here.
But
look up LATV on your map quest. Thank you.
Well, but it's funny you bring that up because I think that Tinder, Grindr, Bumble, these are all part of the problem with what's happening because we're so detached. Like everything that we do on technology, everything that we try to find a mate on our phones. I've been on multiple dates from dating apps.
Okay.
None of them have worked.
You have to really know, and at least for me as a woman, you have to really know what you want and what you're looking for in a person in order to be like, okay, this is this. So then when you're dating someone and all of a sudden this one person has, I don't want to say everything on your checklist. I mean, we can get really picky and stupid about it, but at least the basics, that you're going in the same direction, there's the same frequency, stuff like that.
But from the get-go, girl, because you might just scare them away.
No. You don't talk about it. You just know, and when you're getting to know the other person, these things just show. And this is when you know if you found the one or not, because things are just easy and they're just flowing, and
but that's what you were saying before about how people want a quick fix and they don't want to stay in a rough situation, but it's also this mentality of waiting for the perfect easy situation. Listen, because the fact that the two of you won't admit your age, I'm officially the oldest person here and I should be the wisest person, and I'll tell you that I had found the one. A couple times in my life. But I feel suffocated by relationships. I feel suffocated by relationships and then I self-sabotage. But you know what? Third time's the charm. Yeah. Let's move on. This is way TMI.
There's more than one.
Bruno's a younger version of me in a lot of levels. So
Umberto. No,
so you're saying there's more than one the one?
No, I should have figured. Yeah, maybe I have. Hopefully I have three. Hopefully I have three. I've had two.
Okay.
Hopefully I have three. But the third time, I'm just gonna stick with it and write it out, and I'm just gonna no matter what.
Okay, but the one you stick with will be the one.
Good. You could.
That's what I'm saying.
Checkmate. You got me. Touche. All right.
Continue.
Let's move on to our rehashed.
Okay.
And that's 5 signs the millennial you're dating might be the one.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Ready for this?
Hey!
Who's that handsome guy?
Number 5. The millennial you're dating might be the one if you're always finishing each other's avocado toast.
Yummy.
What?
It's like
Number
guacamole.
4. Oh, yeah. What's with avocado toast these days, by the way?
I don't know. It's healthy for you.
Está de moda, güey.
I literally think it's the worst food I've ever tried. Anyway,
Same.
4, the millennial you're dating might be the one if they always selflessly hand you the correct auxiliary cord. If you are if you're on Apple, they have an Apple. If you're on Samsung Galaxy,
it's true.
They
Well,
have
now with the
Samsung
iPhone 7,
What
the
about
aux cords don't work.
Bluetoothing it?
Oh my
You need
God.
an attachment. So now, people bring their attachments with them to Ubers just so they can plug their music in. It's a whole revolution.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus. Okay.
Nonsense.
I know. I guess I'm
Okay,
not a millennial.
Number 3,
Still
the
trying,
millennial
guys.
you're dating might be the one if they've rejected every catfish you already had sent along their way.
Ooh, I like that
You
one.
catfish, Dennis?
I don't like to catfish.
What
I'm
is
like, I like to
catfish?
give
Sending
it
like
to,
a fake profile, fake pictures, basically misrepresenting yourself.
Oh, please.
Saying you earn way more money than you.
but it's bait to
No,
see
no.
whether they're loyal or not, you know?
Yeah.
Let me-
Well, for a while, my Bumble picture was just a piece of sushi.
No.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that counts as catfishing,
Okay.
but I got some dates.
I love that.
Really?
No.
By who?
Of course
I
I
would
didn't.
totally swipe you left
Yeah,
if
totally.
it's a sushi
I definitely did
freaking
not.
picture.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
Number 2, the millennial you're dating might be the one if you can picture yourself finding a quiet place to grow old and gentrify with them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sweet.
That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Changes
And number
diapers
5,
and
number
everything.
1, this is my
Ay,
favorite
qué
because you know
bonito.
how I'm like anti-PC. Maybe later on in the show I'll do something really anti-PC and just know that I said it now so that when it happens later, you know that I meant it and I'm not, like racist or anything. Number 1, you know what I'm talking about, guys. Number 1,
Okay.
the millennial you're dating might be the one if you're offended by the same things.
I agree. You have to be on the same, ground level.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's good. It's good to disagree on things and then get a debate, and then
I know, but
how
I
are
don't-
you gonna like
That's what I
explain
used to
yourself?
think. No,
Everything
I
is like
think-
the same
I don't
thing.
No,
be
I think
arguing
if you're
with
the
them.
one you agree on a lot of things, trust me. Maybe just leave like 10% to argue about at the end.
I agree.
Thank
too much,
you.
Too
Yeah,
much
well, yeah, you
disagreement.
have to be in the same frequency. That's right.
What do you think that we need to do individually to find the one? You said you're not interested, fine. Bruno, what are you looking for? I mean, you're the young guy here.
What was that?
Well,
Okay.
my history, I already, like you, I think I have one that might be the one, but we broke up, and like who knows what's gonna happen now. So I'm in a very open zone. I think the key to finding the one is to being open, is really opening your heart, but also being open to new experiences, because I know that in the past when I've felt really comfortable with people, it's because I really took a risk, kind of open, like, hey, I'm gonna tell you something I don't usually tell people, or act in a way that is true to me, but not necessarily true to my public persona,
Exactly.
maybe not what people expect from me, but true to who I am. And if I can do that and someone responds well, then it's like, yeah, you like me for me, and that's tight.
So that's basically like another thing that I was gonna say, like being yourself. But I think the most important thing is empathy, to put it into practice, because what you said about like always finding or looking for perfection, we're never gonna find that. So to be really open and aware that whoever the one comes to be, it's not gonna be Mr. or Mrs. Perfection. It's gonna be a person probably with a ton of flaws and a dark side probably, and then we're gonna have, in order to find it, and not only that, but to thrive with that person, to be able to embrace those things.
Awesome. Now
So-
I feel better about the whole situation, the whole conversation.
Yeah, because it's not about Mr. Perfect. It's about that those flaws are flaws that I can deal with.
Mr. Kinda Perfect.
Tell us.
Yeah.
Mr.
Well,
Good Enough.
Mr. Perfect for me.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
I
it.
like that.